more Nazi-like behavior happening to migrants in the ICE concentration camps here in the US of A. This is from Common Dreams. I'll link it down below. Forced sterilization is genocide. Rights groups condemn ICE amid whistleblowers' allegations of unwarranted hysterectomies. It's just the legacy of eugenics continuing in the United States. Alleges that an alarming number of hysterectomies were performed on detainees at an immigration and customs enforcement facility in Georgia. The complaint also alleges jarring medical neglect throughout the facility, particularly in relation to COVID-19 safety protocols and procedures. The whistleblower, Don Wooten, a longtime licensed practical nurse who has been working at the facility for 3 years, described unsanitary practices and little, if any, regard for containing or controlling the spread of COVID-19 among detainees and staff. And it's not surprising. I mean, these migrants, these people in ICE custody are treated as less than human. And if you're not appalled and disgusted by this, what the fuck is wrong with you? And obviously, ICE needs to be abolished. It should have never existed in the first place. It was created in 2003, for fuck's sake. I mean, come on. I mean, just taxpayer dollars hard at work performing these hysterectomies on these migrant women who aren't being told that they're getting hysterectomies. It's a form of eugenics. There's no other way around it. For years, advocates in Georgia have raised red flags about the human rights violations occurring inside the Irwin County Detention Center. Priyanka Bhatt, staff attorney for Project South, the group that filed the complaint on behalf of Wooten in conjunction with the Government Accountability Project, sent a statement. And again, look, this is nothing new. This type of shit has been happening since ICE was created. That's why, like, there's no reforming ICE. There's no reforming the police. Defund and abolish both of those fucking fucked up organizations. And they're both, obviously, the police, ICE, systems that uphold white supremacy as well. Ms. Wooten's whistleblowing disclosure confirmed what detained immigrants have been reporting for years: gross disregard for health and safety standards, lack of medical care, unsanitary living conditions at Irwin. We call on to conduct an investigation of the Irwin. And again, good luck getting fucking DHS, another fascist organization that was created after 9/11, that's basically, been upholding the security state. Good luck, DHS, investigating this detention center. This is from Ben the Ark, Jewish Action. Between the 1930s and 70s, nearly 1/3 of women in Puerto Rico were sterilized as a part of a mass eugenics program. The history continues to affect Puerto Rican women and their communities to this day. Forced sterilization is genocide. It's also been U.S. policy for generations, targeting black and indigenous women, Puerto Ricans, and Latinas in L.A., incarcerated people, and people with disabilities. Now ICE is performing mass hysterectomies. We've seen this before. We must rise up. Fannie Lou Hamer received a forced hysterectomy by a white doctor without her consent while having surgery to remove a uterine tumor. Forced sterilization of black women is viewed as a weapon to reduce black population, and this is, probably seen as a weapon to reduce the migrant population because they're seen as less than human. There's Ayanna Presley's tweet. Yes, we need a congressional investigation, but we also need to be defunding ICE. That needs to be like at the top of the party, or this type of shit obviously is going to keep happening. It's fucking disgusting. A detained immigrant told Project South that she talked to 5 different women detained at ICDC between October and December 2019 who had a hysterectomy done. We should talk to them about the surgery. The women reacted confused when explaining why they had one done. The woman told Project South that it was though the women were trying to tell themselves it's going to be okay. She further said, when I met all these women who had surgeries, I thought this was like an experimental concentration camp. It was like they're experimenting with our bodies. Damn. And Tom Hartman suggesting white supremacist Stephen Miller might have been involved. Damn. Prescribing over-the-counter cold medications to detain immigrants with COVID symptoms instead of proper treatment. Failing to isolate who had confirmed or suspected cases. Failing to quarantine detained immigrants who had close contact with confirmed COVID cases. I mean, deliberately denying or delaying medical care. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. I like this. Here we go. Finally. ICE is an agency rotten to its core. Co-sign 100%. That was Rashida Tlaib. That they're now literally removing immigrant women's wombs is sickening and further shows why abolished ICE is a human rights, reproductive justice, and public health imperative. We can't be silent. We must stop this. Exactly. Rotten to its core. Abolish ICE. Abolish the police. Defund the military. Work towards abolishing that shit too. Again, this is the legacy of the United States just continuing this eugenics movement into the 21st century. It's sickening. It's disgusting. And if you're not on board with abolishing ICE, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously.